If you're looking to play Alolan Ninetales, and I know with the promo event happening right now, I think a lot of people are, this is my take on the best Alolan Ninetales deck in the game right now. This is Alolan Ninetales and Greninja. Of course, using Rare Candy, using Greninja with all of the opportunities to do a crazy amount of damage, only playing Water Energy, which is really nice. There are a few supporter cards that I think we can mix around here, but the basics of this deck are 2 Froakies, 1 Frogadier, 2 Ninjas, 2 Alolan Vulpixes, and 2 Alolan Ninetales. I think I said Vulpixes. 1 Pokemon Comms, couple of candies, couple of Pokeballs, Professors. Outside of that, we have things like Giant Capes, Cyrus, Irida. I do think you could put 1 Misty in to make it a little more likely that you get your Ninetales energy, but in general, the plan with this deck is to get Vulpix in the active spot, generate additional energy, use that as a bit of a wall, and hopefully a Pokemon that can do some decent damage, and then get your Greninjas online and finish the job. I found this deck actually plays pretty well into some of the grass decks that are out there. Not too bad into fighting decks, good into decks that really want to face EX Pokemon, and we even took down some big meta decks with this one. I don't think Alolan Ninetales is the best card in the game, but I think this is my absolute favorite way to play it. All right, Alolan Vulpix to the active spot. We're going first into fighting. Not great. We'll see what kind of fighting it is. I think most of them kind of beat us up. They're very fast. It is Sudowoodo. Interesting. Oh, it's a Gallade deck. Hadn't seen one of these in a while. Okay. We do have Ninetales. We will either get Vulpix or Greninja on the bench. Okay, that's Froakie. Not bad. Professors gives us Vulpix and Greninja as well. Get you on the bench. I might as well put a cape on. You're gonna hit for 20. Okay. We are able to attack with Alolan Ninetales in 2 turns. They're gonna do 20. And that's it into our deck because we have no EXs. Gallade is kind of scary. Oh, it's just a good card, but, you know, we don't power an insane amount of energy. However, the Alolan Ninetales does have 3, so it goes down in 1 swing, right? Okay. Put some energy on you. We could use some rare candies about now. We may want to throw an Iono in this deck in place of a cape. They've got Hitmonlee. What a cool deck. I feel like I haven't seen anyone running something like this season. Right? It's been a lot of different decks, but it hasn't been something like this. They've got energy on Lee, too. They could Leaf into it or something. Alright. So we will get to attack with Vulpix. There's Irida. We have 90 HP. I don't have to worry about using Irida just yet, do I? I don't think so. Not sure I'm going to cape. I'll wait to see what they want to do. Sudowoodo down to 20. Getting that routes out early would be nice. Looks like they might be... Maybe they're playing Rare Candy on it, and they're just bricking right now. Let's see. May have just gotten a tough start. They could retreat and start kicking my frog. I think that's what they're going to do. You got a cape? You got a cape, buddy. This deck could also use Guzma. Guzma could be really fun here. Because you could see people cape themselves to get away from Ninetales damage. And you're like, Like they could cape the Sudowoodo. They could cape the Hitmonlee here. They're in a kind of a bad spot for our deck. There's that cape. I knew it. Oh, I knew we needed the Guzma. Dang it. Not who I expected them to put it on, but they're prepping Gallade, obviously. All right. Frog's down at 30. I have Cyrus. I could Cyrus the Gallade. I think that's the play. Because I think this is where they're going to want to go, right? I'll cape the frog. because Hitmonlee's going to come back in and kick it again. And we'll go ahead and hit with a Blizzard. That gets 2. Great start. Into, again, a very interesting deck that I don't see a lot. All right, GG. Not a bad start for us. Maybe I'll put Guzma in here. I'll have to think about it. All right. Vulpix in the active spot. We're going into a grass deck, going second. Not bad to be going second. Our opponent starts with Professors. Good hand for them. A lot of cards. Pokeball. Gives them other Sprigatito. Luckily for us, Meow is not the scariest Pokemon, right? We don't have any EXs, so we're kind of in a good spot there, but it's still quite strong. Frogadier, not who we're looking for. We really need our Froakie. Pokeball, Rare Candy. Hopefully we can get our Frog here. We do. Nice. We'll go ahead and attach here. Just to get away from a little bit of damage here, I'm going to cape the Vulpix. Puts us outside of range of Meowscarada with a 2-shot, right? So it has 110, so it brings us to 130. So it's going to take a little bit more for that. I don't know what their next card is. I'm guessing it's Decidueye. Most Meow decks right now are Decidueye Meow. Oh, it's Beedrill. This is a fun one. It will be mean. It'll be mean if they're able to do some serious damage. Luckily for us, we can do 60 here. I can't do enough on Sprig, right? I could go into Frogadier, but I think the play is to Rare Candy. Just take the aggressive play. Get Greninja out right now. For Ninetales, I could chip at the Weedle already, right? If they don't have Beedrill, that puts them in a 2-shot position. Maybe that's the play. I guess it, yeah, I think that's the play. Bring this down to 10. Now they need to evolve it. We could have done a similar thing with the other Sprig. They're going Kakuna. Great, they evolve. Okay. I could chip it again now if they don't heal it. They're going to evolve Meow in the active. But again, it's going to take 2 hits. They could Team Rocket Grunt here. That's a play that kind of gets them away from what we're doing. For me, I get to throw Lily. That's not bad. I get to throw a Shuriken onto the either Kakuna or Sprig here. I don't think I put it into the active spot, right? I think I pick up a KO. I think that's the smart play here. And since they put resources into this, I feel like we go for it. They've also already used a Rare Candy, so it's going to be harder to get this Sprig online. So I'm going to go ahead and set up Kakuna to go down. Sprigatito goes down next turn without a heal. And now if they were ever planning on getting Beedrill online, it's going to be a lot harder. They're going to need to put another Weedle out there. They could Geo right here, but I don't see many decks like this running Geo, but it's not impossible, right? Nope. Okay, so we get the Sprigatito just naturally here. With Alolan Ninetales. I'm going to Shuriken the active. And I will take the KO. Now, there are a lot of healing options for their deck, but they're getting very, very low, right? So even if they Lily, they only get up to 90. I can't do 90 in a single turn, but we can do a lot. Yeah, GG. Good start for us. Hey, this is the midway point of the video where I want to know from you, have you built a cool A9 deck? And if you have, what is it? Let me know in the comments. All right, we're gonna start with Alolan Vulpix in the active into a fire deck. They can get set up real quick, so it could be very scary. It's Moltres. Gonna be an interesting setup. We have not an amazing setup, but not a bad one either to start. So I don't hate our hand. I don't love it. It would be really ideal if we had that Alolan Ninetales ready to go. Professors might be able to get it for us, though. We'll see. Char and Moltres on the bench. The nice thing for us is if we do get Ninetales, obviously, other rare candy is not super ideal, but we'll see. There's Ninetales and Greninja. So we've got some options here. I could comms right now for a chance at a Froakie, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to be aggressive with my comms here, because if I do get Froakie, I can make Greninja happen. I think that was the right play. Even if it didn't work, I think that was the right play. We have 2 Froakies in the deck, 1 Vulpix, and everything else in hand. So it's likely I got Froakie there. Likely. But you never know. Or no, sorry. It was because I have 1 other Vulpix, right? So I had a shot of getting that too. So it was 50-50 we get it. But the advantage of getting it, I think, is very much worth it. Energy onto Char. Pokeball. Vulpix. Bench. Rare candy our Ninja. I think I chip at Charmander here. Right? Well, I could do 6. I could chip at Moltres. I think I chip at Char. It forces them to evolve on the bench. If I chip Moltres, they go down to 120, and that's a 2-shot on Ninetales. Maybe that's the play? I'm not sure which one I want to hit right now. If I don't chip Char now, I could next turn. Let's do Moltres. I could still make this play next turn against Char if they stay Charmander, right? And if they evolve, well, they were going to evolve anyway. And now it puts Moltres in a situation where they have to retreat. Yeah. Cool. All right, so they're going straight for it. Ooh, they might concede right now. I don't think they should necessarily, but you could imagine a player conceding after that. They might put this in the active. They might put the other one in the active. I don't even know. I get 1 here. Charmander now down to 20. If they have Charizard, their only play is putting it in the active spot. Yeah, right now. So they go active with Char. And maybe it's Stoke Char, so they can generate enough energy to fight. Okay, it's Rare Candy, Stoke Char, not Stoke Char. They're only going to be able to do 60. Huh. Oh, but they have Lily. All right, they've got opportunities here. Okay. Next turn, they'll get a KO with Crimson Storm. And they're going to have to use Crimson Storm. I will Irida here. Okay, I do 80 plus another 20. I think I have to hit the active. If I hit the bench, I bring it down to 80, and then we bring it down to 60. I think I am going to hit the Char. I think so. We Irida. So now they have to hit me with Crimson Storm. Right? They go down to 80. They could Lily again. They might be done, though. We'll see. Pokemon Center Lady gets them to 90. Maybe a potion, too? Crimson Storm, okay. What does Greninja do? Greninja does 80. Greninja does 100. So we need one more turn, huh? Alright. Pokeball. Froakie. Froakie Ball. Greninja. Cyrus. Oh, okay. Well, we could do this a few different ways. So, I could retreat. They're only going to be able to slash Greninja for 60. I could call forth Cold right now, but I think we just hit them. They can only hit me for 60, and then, yeah. I had Vulpix out there as a possibility to wall, but I don't think we're going to need to. I could chip Moltres to bring it into range. I don't even know if I need to let them know that I can do that, though. This gets them to 10. They only have 1 point, so they could Sabrina me, but it's not going to be enough. They can't out-heal this with anything, right? Yeah, GG. GG. I think I could have done it regardless, but seeing the other Greninja and everything, I'm like, well, they're just... And the Cyrus, I'm like, there are 50 ways to win right now. GG. Second here, starting against a Psychic deck. We do have Ninetales in hand, so we might be able to attack pretty fast. They have Tapu Lele, a scary card for us. They hit us so hard. Oh, they're going to hit us so hard. Man. That's such a good card into us. Okay. Well, we cape. We also have no professors. I have to put energy on, but like, I think... Do I go down in 2? He's going to hit me for 40 and then for 60. So I don't go down in 2, but geez. Almost. Okay. We get Cape again. We're currently bricking pretty hard. I don't have any of my other cards. Blizzard does some good damage here. I might be able to make a Cyrus play to slow them down. Heals it to 60. And a cape. Ah, you monster. Alright. Well, I can't KO it. So if I can't KO it, I probably have to Cyrus the Giratina. But regardless, I need a card. No matter what happens, if I don't get a card, I'm done. Froakie. Okay. They played one Pokemon Center Lady. We're hoping for any basic card. Okay, I have to comms this right now to maybe give us a basic. Froakie. Okay, finally, at least something. I can't KO you. I could get you down to 20. Froakie can't KO yet. I could bring in Giratina. They'd have to retreat it. Maybe that's... At least it'll slow him down, I guess. I don't know. I don't like this, but I don't know what else I can do here. They could retreat and KO Ninetales, but they could have already KO'd Ninetales. Now at least Giratina would lose an energy advantage unless it had Leaf. Professors. Pokeball. I think they will pay for the retreat if they can. They get Greninja. They can chip us. Greninja's gonna chip the bench. And then Tapu Lele KOs the active. And we're pretty much done here. right? I would need professors at the start of my turn. I'd need it. Or we're just done. I mean, we've needed it the whole game, but I absolutely need to be able to draw my cards here. I've drawn almost nothing this game. Okay. Maybe something. Pokeball, rare candy. Not great, gang. Not great. 2 rare candies, but okay. They have another Tapu Lele. Dang it, dude. We're going to go down to 40, and then Tapu Lele KOs. I have to get Greninja. Or something, someday. Oh, okay. They're getting Giratina running. I have nothing. There's not even a point to attach energy, because it makes me more susceptible to Tapu Lele. So, great. This is crazy. This is so bad. How do you draw this bad? I mean, geez Louise. Giratina in the active. I don't think I have any way out now, right? I need Greninja right now. There aren't too many more cards it could have been, and it is Greninja. Greninja can Water Shuriken the benched Tapu Lele. I can KO the active Giratina EX. Unfortunately for us, we've already played Cyrus, so I don't have that option available. Other Tapu comes in. They have to be able to heal that back Tapu Lele. Do they? Do they have a heal? Water Shuriken brings me down to 80. This will do 40 damage. Do they have a heal for the benched Tapu Lele? If you do, you win the game. They don't! Wow! Oh, scary one. Scary one. Start Vulpix. We'll go second. I could Vulpix the bench too. Rowlet in the active spots. Interesting they're going with the Rowlet that doesn't target the bench. Nice thing for us is if that stays Rowlet and they don't Leaf Cape it, we can get it in 1. It almost, I don't know if it ever does, but if it does, we could get it in 1. I feel like this deck doesn't do too bad into some of the grass decks that we've run into. I haven't liked it into metal decks, that's for sure. Metal feels like it just beats it up way too hard. Sprigatito on the bench. Okay. Our turn. We got 2 Pokeballs, so we have all of our basics at the start of the match, which is kind of cool, but we don't have professors, so it's going to be hard to, you know, get our Greninjas online. However, can't complain too much. Not a bad start. If we get our Greninjas, they do good things. A little extra energy here onto the Vulpix. They could evolve into Dartrix right now and do some damage. They do. Razor Wing's going to do 30. Luckily for us, I can Irida that. Rare candying their Meowscarada. So The Irida here just prevents us from being one-shot by Decidueye next turn, which we kind of really need, right? Cape also could give us a little extra cushion, but I don't know if that cushion's going to matter in this sense, right? The Irida brings me to 110. And they can't use their Pierce the Pain move, so I think this is the better call. Dartrix now at 20. They could obviously evolve. They could Lily once they evolve. They could Erica. There's the Erica bringing them up 50 HP. They could evolve and hit me for 80, but they put the energy back on Meowscarada, which leads me to believe they either don't have it or don't think it's the right play right now. Razor Wing brings us down to 80. I could Cape, but now the Cape doesn't help, right? I think the better play is Cyrusing. Cyrusing hurts their energy production. I'll put 1 energy on Froakie in case I can get it. They can't hit me here. They can't hit me. They could hit me with Dartrix into Decidueye, but I can't do anything about that. This could slow them down a little bit. They're going to have no energy on Meow when they go back to their bench if they have to retreat. Unfortunately for us, with 80 HP and no other Irida, there was nothing I could have done. Nice. Okay, so we survive. I do get rare candy, but I can't use it. I might as well put something on Vulpix here because I might need to power it. Cape gets me slightly out of range of this Dartrix, which I don't think it's going to be a Dartrix very long, but that's what we're doing. I need to get my cards. I desperately need another Pokemon, something else. I have no Professor, so I have a rare candy. Greninja is 1 card away. But a Decidueye rips through our entire squad. Erica. Uh-oh. Wow, they don't have it. They're bricking. We're bricking and they're bricking. Whoa. Oh, we might have unbricked our hand. Professors. Comms Cape. Oh. So not good. Okay. I put this on Vulpix here in case I can get our card. I have to just swing. There you go, down to 50. If Greninja comes out, we've got a shot. We've got a shot with Greninja. We have a little bit of a shot with Vulpix, right? Or with the Ninetales. I have 6 cards left in the deck. 2 are ninjas. 1's a Professor. 1 is a Ninetales. So I have 4 outs right now. I could put Vulpix in the active spot here. Let's see what we get. We get Ninetales. Okay. I think that's something. I think that's what we should play, probably. I still have more time to get the rest of our cards. This gives us the opportunity to fight. 110. I don't see a good reason to cape here. You can only do 80. This brings them down to 80. Greninja next turn with no heals could give us the game. But how many heals have they used so far? They've used 2 Ericas, no Lilies yet. If they had a Lily. All right. Greninja could win us the game. Come on, Gren. Where are you, buddy? Where are you, Greninja? Where are you? Greninja! Where are you? Okay. Cape doesn't make a difference to us, right? There's nothing I could do. They could Sabrina, but I'd give them the Greninja without the cape on it anyway. I mean, I guess just in case they mess with my hand, right? I don't know. Oh, Greninja, you're in there somewhere. I know it. I'm positive you're in the deck, Greninja. 20 HP left. I've got 4 cards. I think every single one of them... Oh, okay, they quit. Okay. Okay. They didn't have another heal. If they had another heal, they would be able to heal. Otherwise, they actually could maybe go down to a Froakie or something. Wow. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love you. I'll see y'all next time.